Welcome to the gutter. Let's talk about my trades over the past few days. In my last video blog, I told you about CHGI, how I had went long at 311. Today it gapped up. Since it gapped up, I wanted to take profits quickly. I took half my position off at 342. It bounced off 350 here. I waited a little bit. It tried to retest 350 once more. As soon as it did that, I got out, sold the rest of my position at 343. And that was a very good decision because you can see it basically tanked right after that. So I made a pretty nice profit off of that trade. Let's talk about the next trade, Biotime. Biotime had a really nice breakout today on news. Would have been great if you could have gotten in at 7 because that was the 52-week high. Let's look at the day chart here. You can see here the last high was close to 7, so it would have been great if you could get in at 7. Unfortunately, when it was alerted in the chat room I was in, I didn't see it. But so I waited till the afternoon, and it pulled back in the afternoon. And I saw it bouncing around here, and then I saw it come off of that low. And so then I figured, well, if it bounces back into this 750, 760 range, I'll go ahead and I'll go long and then set a stop right below this intraday, this midday low here. And that's what I did. I went long at 761, not the best entry, but it was okay. Put my stop at 724, pretty wide stop, so I took a pretty small position. And it kind of bounced around in here a little bit. Then I had a meeting I had to go to at work, so I just kept my stop. When I came back, I saw that it had gone over 8 and then was coming back down. Since I do have a rule of if I'm 5% up on a position, I always put my stop to break even. And that's exactly what I did. Put my stop at 761, and you can see I just basically got stopped out. So that was just basically a $10 loss on the trade in commissions, and that was it. So that was really it for the trades I closed out today, but there were some pretty nice breakouts today that I did buy into the market close. First, let's talk about ITI. ITI was just a beautiful intraday chart. Memorize this chart. It was just outstanding. First, let's look at the day chart to kind of give you some perspective. The 52-week high was 175 right here. And I saw near the close, it had gone up in the morning, pulled back, and then was ramping up in the afternoon towards that 52-week high. I went ahead, and the volume was huge. I went long at 174. You see it broke through the 170 resistance, which then became support. That was just a beautiful setup. So I went long, and someone must have done a market on close order because it ended up closing at 186. So hopefully it'll hold those price levels tomorrow. But it was a pretty good setup. Let's talk about NNVC. NNVC is another trade that I went long near the market close. Again, it was a breakout. You can see it bouncing off 140 here. I went long here near the close at 145, and it closed at 150. And again, it was a 50. You can see the big breakout here to 150 on huge volume. And finally, one more breakout. KITD. KITD pulls up here. Basically, the 52-week high was basically 12. It broke above 12 and then had formed a nice base at 12. And as soon as it broke back off that base, I went long at 12.24, which is basically where it closed at. So that's pretty much it for my trades for the day. Thank you for checking me out at welcometothegutter.com.